Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling a real cornerstone text, the very first chapter of S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders.
That's right.
Our mission here is to really get under the skin of this opening chapter, see how Hinton just throws us right into this world, these characters, and the tensions that are already simmering.
It really is an incredible opening, isn't it? Chapter 1 is, I think, a masterclass in just how quickly you can establish a vivid world, complex people, and lay all the groundwork for everything that comes after.
Okay, so let's jump right in. It starts immediately, right?
Mhm.
Ponyboy Curtis stepping out of the movies, thinking about Paul Newman walking home alone. And what jumps out straight away for me is his inner life. He loves movies, loves books. It makes him different.
Yeah.
He even says something like, maybe he's the only one in the gang who digs that stuff. That feels important.
It's so striking how fast we get inside his head. When he says, I'm different that way, it pegs him immediately as this really observant, reflective kid. He's only 14, but he's already processing everything around him, his place in it all.
And that place, his world,
Yeah.
it's inherently dangerous. Hinton doesn't waste any time showing us that.
Not at all.
We get the core conflict laid out. Greasers versus socks, east side versus west side, poor versus rich, long hair and denim versus the jet set.
Right. The socials.
And Ponyboy, he clarifies things too. He points out that, yeah, some greasers are maybe hoods stealing things, but he's not like that.
That's a key distinction he makes early on. It shows there's nuance even within these labels.
Nuance that gets terrifyingly real really fast. That red Corvair starts following him.
The tension just ramps up.
And his fear isn't just abstract. Hinton connects it immediately to Johnny Cade, to what the Sox did to him before, so the threat feels incredibly specific and brutal.
Exactly. And the mugging itself, wow, it's described with such visceral detail. 5 socks.
The taunts, hey, Grease, need a haircut.
And that knife?
Huh?
The line about the haircut starting just below the chin? Chilling.
Yeah, absolutely chilling. And Hinton puts you right there with him. You almost smell the English leather shaving lotion, the stale tobacco. You feel his clammy
He
hands.
tastes the blood when he bites the guy. He even thinks he wishes he would suffocate. The fear is that intense.
It's immediate. It grounds this whole greaser versus Sosco conflict, not just in social stuff, but in raw physical danger, life and death, almost.
It makes the stakes incredibly high right from page 1.
Correct.
And that makes the rescue, well, it lands harder because of that fear.
Exactly. Just as you're locked into his terror, bam, shouts, pounding feet, the gang arrives.
The cavalry.
Yeah. And you see the different ways they care. Derry, his oldest brother, is rough, shaking him, asking if he's okay, almost angry at him for getting caught.
But clearly concerned underneath.
Right. And then Soda Pop, he's gentle. He's the one who notices the cut, wipes it with his handkerchief. It's such a clear contrast in how they show they care.
It really highlights the different kinds of protection within this group, this sort of chosen family. And it ties into that whole tough versus tough thing Ponyboy explains.
Oh, yeah, good point. When 2-Bit says the cut makes him look tough.
Ponyboy clarifies, tough means rough, but tough means cool, sharp, like their cars or Mustangs are tough.
It's like a little piece of their own language, their social code. Both complements, but different flavors.
Exactly. It gives you insight into their world.
And speaking of the gang, we meet them properly here through Ponyboy's eyes. Steve Randall, Soda's best mate, knows cars inside out.
But kind of resents Ponyboy tagging along.
Yeah, there's that friction. Then 2-Bit Matthews, the oldest, always cracking jokes, shoplifting, got that black handle switchblade.
Yeah.
He's just out for kicks,
A classic Joker character, but with an edge.
Definitely an edge.
Yeah.
And then there's Dallas Winston, Bally,
Ah, Dally.
described as tougher, colder, meaner. Got a police record from New York. Hinton says he has a hatred of the whole world.
That's a powerful description. It signals danger, instability, maybe.
Especially since, as Ponyboy notes, with no other real rival gangs around, Dally focuses all that hate onto the Sox. He feels like a potential spark, doesn't he?
Absolutely. And rounding out the core group, there's Johnny Cade.
Johnny, the gang's pet, Ponyboy calls him, vulnerable. They all look out for him.
Because of his terrible home life and, crucially, because of that awful beating he took from the Sox, that trauma hangs over him.
It really does. And it's amazing how, just in this one chapter, through Ponyboy's observations, these characters feel so distinct already. You get their roles, how they fit together.
It really underscores that idea of a chosen family, especially when maybe their actual families aren't providing that support.
Which brings us right back to Ponyboy's actual family, his brothers, Derry and Soda. That relationship is so complex.
Mm-hmm. Especially after the attack.
Derry just lays into him, use your head, you know. He even tells him he should carry a blade right after he just got jumped, which Ponyboy points out is the opposite of what Derry usually says.
That contradiction is telling.
Totally. And Derry is always comparing him, seems stricter with Ponyboy than with Soda, who dropped out of school.
Well, you have to consider the weight on Derry, right? He gave up everything, college, football scholarship when their parents died. He's basically raising them.
Yeah, that's true. He's only 20 himself.
So that responsibility, it makes him hard. He probably feels he has to be tough on Ponyboy, maybe sees his potential and is scared he'll waste it or get hurt. Their staying together depends on them staying out of trouble.
That makes sense. It's a huge burden.
Wow.
And caught in the middle is Soda.
The peacemaker.
Absolutely. He's the one comforting Ponyboy, explaining Derry, saying Derry is proud of him, worries about him. It's just his way of showing it isn't always gentle.
Soda understands both of them, it seems. He's got his own life, too, thinking about marrying Sandy. He's not just the charming middle brother, he's the glue.
He really is. And Ponyboy's struggle with Derry, wondering if Derry even loves him. It feels so real. He even admits, I lie to myself all the time. But I never believe me. That's incredibly self-aware for 14.
It's heartbreakingly honest, and it connects to that bigger picture, how he feels marked out by society. Like Pip in Great Expectations, he says.
Right. That comparison is so interesting.
And then the incident in biology class.
Oh, yeah. Where the girl calls him a hood just for using his switchblade to dissect a worm like the teacher told him to.
Exactly. It's not just teasing. It shows how easily he gets stereotyped, how that prejudice hits him personally, even when he's trying not to fit the label. It raises that question for you, the reader. How does this constant judgment shape who he is, who he thinks he can be?
It's a battle he's constantly fighting, isn't it? Internally and externally. And the chapter ends setting up the next move, Ponyboy and Johnny planning to go to the drive-in with Dally the next night.
Perfect setup. Leaves you wanting to know what happens next, knowing Dally's involved.
Definitely builds the anticipation for more interaction, probably more conflict. So, wrapping up this first chapter, deep dive, what have we got? Hinton throws you headfirst into this world. It's about class, absolutely, but it's also deeply about blood family, chosen family, and just the raw, sometimes violent experience of being a teenager in that specific time and place.
It's an incredibly powerful opening. It makes you ask, okay, how is someone like Ponyboy, this sensitive, thoughtful kid, going to keep navigating this harsh world?
Yeah.
And how are all these different personalities in the gang? Dally's anger, Johnny's fear, Soda's charm, Derry's burden. How are they going to clash and connect as things move forward? What does it all say about loyalty and who you are when the world has already decided for you? Lots to think about.